Hello guys, welcome to another edition of Ray's Sports News and Debates. Guys, in today's video we're going to talk about the possible destinations of one Kevin Durant and one Kyrie Irving. Two of the bigger names in regards to the NBA free agency. As you've seen, a couple of key pieces have left certain teams. Rudy Gobert has been traded to the T-Dubs, which as much as I'm not really a big fan of Rudy Gobert, he is a great defensive presence at 7'2". I think you pair him with Karl Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell, and Anthony Edwards out there. Like that's a legit squad now. They're a legit contender in the West. If they could just kind of get that team unity down a little bit more, I think they're definitely going to be a team to be hard to deal with going forward. The one I'm a little disappointed on is, and the Lakers do this every year. They should have kept Caruso, and they didn't want to pay Caruso. So Caruso made his money and he signed with Chicago 2 years ago. I was like, okay, I'm happy to see Caruso go, but he's a starter in Chicago now, or occasional sixth man. They've been going back and forth with him. But now the Lakers lost Malik Monk. And I don't know why you let a guy like that go. I would give him 10 to 14 over the next 2 or 3 years. He's earned that money. He's pretty much the one bright spot of the Lakers outside of LeBron this year. Stuff like that. But with Kyrie, it's different. So Kyrie had an option, a $36.8 million option with the Nets, which he exercised because no other team was going to give him $50 million a year because he wanted at least a 3 to 4 year supermax. So that obviously didn't happen. So there were thoughts of him being bought out or anything, but no. He opted in. I think he goes to the Lakers, and that's just not me being a Lakers fan. That's just me. I think it does make sense. I think if you could package Westbrook and maybe a first rounder, maybe you throw in THT, or a couple of first rounders. Yeah, but I think Kyrie's going to be a Laker before the season starts. If that doesn't happen, I could see the Lakers getting him mid-season. Going forward, with KD, it's tough because KD he's in the first year of his supermax, so he's got 4 years left on the supermax, and he's making a lot of money. So for the Nets to get rid of him, they are asking for the stars and the moons. They want an elite level talent, draft picks, couple of role players. They want everything for Kevin Durant. And if you're going to trade Rudy Gobert for 4 first-round picks, sheesh, bro. I can only imagine what it's going to take to get KD, man. But I think the only scenario that makes sense, they got the players, they got the picks, although he'd have to go crawling back to them, would be Golden State. I think Golden State, they could package Jordan Poole, Wiseman, maybe you throw Draymond in there, or, and a couple of 2 or 3 first rounders for all 3 of those players. I think KD ends up in Golden State. That's the only scenario that really, really works. Now, going back to the Kyrie thing, I think the Kyrie thing is going to work. It's just the Lakers have to find a third team in the trade. Someone who's going to be willing to pay that extra $10 million or this or that. I don't know what you do at that point, but, the Kyrie to Lakers thing I'm pretty sure is going to happen. But the only places I think that'll work for him outside of Golden State in regards to fix this, because if he goes to Golden State, him, Clay, and Steph with Draymond, that's going to be pretty hard to beat. But the only place, I would say either there or shipping him to Portland. I think if you pair him with Lillard and Nurkic and and that bench that they got over there, that's gonna be hard to beat. KD and Dame, because both of them are gonna require almost double coverage, especially Dame. But yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. I just want to put my little bit of thoughts on it. The Nets have said that they are not willing to trade him unless they get the certain package for Kevin Durant. And I think right now, since the NBA free agency just kind of started, yeah, I mean, he's gonna get traded. Kyrie's definitely gonna get traded since KD requested, and Kyrie's not gonna want to do that team by himself. I think it'd give the perfect kind of redemption story with him and Kyrie, because they kind of had a bit of falling out. But Kyrie knows how good LeBron is, and LeBron knows how good Kyrie is, because, you know, everyone can say what they want about Kyrie. He really didn't do anything till LeBron got there. You know, and Kyrie hit the shot to win Kyrie's only championship. But, I mean, you know, what was he doing in Cleveland before LeBron got there? Not really much. But I would say, I'd say KD's probably going to end up in Golden State or the Nets. Maybe they don't trade him. Maybe they wait till midseason to trade him. I think Kyrie goes to the Lakers. And that's my video, guys. Feel free to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button. We're only a certain amount of subscribers away from the big 100. Okay, every little bit helps the channel grow. Share this to your friends, your families, your children, your cats, your dogs, whoever you want to. Let's get that sub number up to 100, guys. Once again, thank you guys so much for the love and support, and I'll see you in the next video, guys.